There are levels to being a scapegoat. One of the things that frustrates me when I watch content surrounding no contact and scapegoats and estranged parents and difficult familiar relationships, one of the things that frustrates me that I always hear is we really wanted to make our parents proud. We really, really yearned for the acceptance and the love of our parents, and we wanted to please them, and we went out and we were high achievers because we just wanted to make our families so happy, and we just didn't know why we were being rejected by our parents. And we soon had to grow up and realize that we just couldn't make them happy, and the pain was too much, and we had to go no contact. Can I tell you how far that is from my journey? And these people say it like it's everybody. Now, if that's you, that's not a problem. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I want to speak to the element that is not often addressed. There are some of us who knew the score early on. There are some of us who, as children, had very high discernment and understood that we were dealing with something that was negative and toxic. I will speak for myself. I can remember being a little kid, and I've mentioned this in videos, how if I ever went anywhere or did anything as an activity, the first, second, and third question my mother would ask me is, so what'd they say about me? Did they talk about me? Did they ask about me? What'd they say about me? You know? And I'm a kid coming back from an event. What you normally do is say, hey son, hey daughter, how was your experience at this event? Did you have fun? Was everybody cool? Nothing weird happened? Okay, great. That was the opposite of my reality. And even as a 4 or 5-year-old kid, I was like, that's weird. I didn't know it was bad. I didn't know why it was bad until I was like 8, 9. And then I was like, all you think about is you. And then when I was 12, that thought evolved into, not only do you only think about yourself, you never think of me or my safety, or who might have been around, or who was doing what. So you see, some of us knew the score very early. Some of us can't relate to that I tried to make my parents proud shit. Now, on some level, every kid does. On some level, every kid does. That's why as a kid, you're like, hey, look at me. Look what I'm about to do. Hey, watch me hop in a circle. You know, the little silly things little kids do. Like, hey, mom, look. Hey, dad, look. On some level, we all do it. But I am telling you, there are some of us who figured it out early, and getting their approval became something that was worth less than a damn to us. Okay? Worth less than a damn to us. Because what we figured out is, number one, we were just there as placeholders, as a symbol that they were fertile or whatever the fuck. We were there to be shown off. If, I did very well academically, especially as a kid, I was off the charts. I tested extremely well. And that was a fun thing to show everybody. Oh, look at my kid. Look what, but outside of that, there is no real love or connection. I've had my mom talk to me as though she barely knew me, because there was no investment in getting to know me. I was just there. I performed a service for her. I was a thing. I was an attempt to keep my father anchored down. That failed. He dropped dead. So that failed. But that's what I was there for. I was not there to be a child, to be loved and nurtured and understood by her. So that in turn made it so that I felt, number one, a disconnection, because you don't feel connected to these parents. My mom went out of her way to let me know that she didn't even want to hold me when I was born because I looked so much like my father. But it lets you know that there's no connection, and it lets you know that there will be no attempt to have a connection. So why would I try to impress this person? Why would I actually want to impress this person? This person is not impressive to me. You are not impressing me with your parental skills. You are not impressing me with your basic skills as a human being to make another person feel like they're like in the room. To make them feel as though their contribution, to the conversation matters. There was none of that. So I should try to please you. A lot of us go through this scapegoat content and we listen to this shit and we don't see ourselves or hear ourselves in it because we're like, I never felt like jumping through hoops for this motherfucker. I knew what it was from jump. I knew what it was from jump. I was that little kid where, you know, a lot of little kids are up under their moms, all over their moms, sitting on their lap, playing in their hair. Mom, 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 look at me, hold me, play with me. Holden was in the cut, stacking up Charmin toilet tissue packages and sitting on that bitch and taking a jump rope and tying it to my bedpost and pretending that I was playing stagecoach. That's what I was doing. I was like, I don't really need to fuck with her. Let me go use my very vivid, very strong imagination, and I will pretend that I am a cowboy and this is a stagecoach, and I have got to make this delivery or else I'm going to have to meet Wyatt Earp at 12 o'clock high. Okay? That's what I was doing because I was like, I have to entertain myself and have my own world because this motherfucker, unless she's going to parade me out, show me off, show off my grades, or show off the shit she bought for me, the clothes she bought for me so that she can push me in front of other adults and make me do the twirl and they can touch the shirt and feel the fabric and all this other bullshit. Or she used Jafra on my skin and all these skin products on my skin when I was a kid. I'd have to have people touch my face and touch my person. By the way, don't make your kids stand there and have people touch them. It's weird. It's infuriating. Outside of that, there was no interest. Not everybody feels the way you feel. When you make scapegoat content and you talk about these estranged parents, what I need content creators to know, the vast majority, okay? Not all of us gave a fuck about pleasing these people. Not all of us gave a fuck about trying to make them happy. I can remember being well, maybe like barely 20, 19 or 20. And my brother, who's like 7 years my junior, was like, I'm the favorite and I'm the best in mom's eyes. You know, half joking but half not joking because you know how the golden child moves. And my mom was in the kitchen doing something, just looking at everything, very pleased. You know, they love to have their children fight, even if you know it's a fake fight. They love to see that. They love attention. I mean, these borderline histrionic women, whatever the diagnosis is. I am not a psychologist, but she's got one of them. They love to sit there and watch anything that surrounds them, be it positive or negative. And he's giggling like, I'm the favorite. And I was like, you could have it. Who'd want it? Said that. And she looked up and I looked at her. Because it's like, who the fuck would want to be your favorite? Why would I want to be the favorite of a person who brings felons into the house? Why would I want to be a favorite of a person who doesn't know how to keep up a house? Why do I want to be favorites with somebody who had affairs on my stepfather and took me on the dates and told me explicit details about what went down? Why would I want to be the favorite of someone who, instead of bringing positive role models around my brother, brought felons and weirdos and guys with trick babies and shit like that? I want to be their favorite. I want to please them. It actually kind of pisses me off when I hear that content because it's like, bitch, who are you talking to? I don't feel that way. Some of us knew the score. Some of us knew exactly what was going on. And I don't want to call those who wanted to, like, you know, please their parents weak. You're not weak. That's a natural reaction. But I'm telling you, we're built different. There is levels to the scapegoat shit. I was built different. I never fucked with my mom's nonsense. I called my mom's nonsense out from day one. I called my mom's nonsense out since I was in my single digits. I don't know what it was about me. Perhaps it was the not holding me when I was born thing, and I just felt like, okay, I'm on my own. I have always felt like I was on my own. I have always felt like I have to do this shit on my own. Always. So when you feel that way, I don't think you can be snowed by the connection, because there is no connection outside of appearances. So understand, and for those of you who can relate to this, understand that's a reason why this channel exists. This is not a channel about, damn, I tried so hard, but I fell so short in making my dad proud of me, or I tried so hard, but I fell, short in making my mommy proud of me, and all. This is a channel that says, fuck you for treating me bad. You were bad from day one. I saw the fucking patterns. I knew I did not want to behave like you or become a person like you. I gave you opportunities to right the ship, to turn this shit around, okay? To steer a different course, and you chose not to. And as a result of that, I've had to extricate myself from the situation. You, the golden child, the enablers, all the people who decided to believe your word without saying a fucking word to me. I had to do that. And is it hard? Yes. But is it something I can do? And is it a mission I can embark on and fully commit to? Yes, because I have been alone my whole life. Emotionally alone in terms of my parent. Because my father wasn't there because he had passed. So I only had the one. And the one was crappy. Not all of us chase behind these people looking for approval. Some of us don't even want to be in the same room with them. Some of us have felt their skin crawl at the touch of them since they were like 11 and 12. I know that was me. Some of us couldn't even stand to hear their fucking voice from the time that they were 11 or 12. That was me. We're not all chasing behind these people. There's levels to this shit.